Trades here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Akeeyo AKY-NV-X. This is a mirror dash cam, and it's said to give you super night vision, and we're going to test out whether that will actually work. And I'm going to go over a lot of the different features and things that this dash cam has. Then I'm going to give you my thoughts on if I think I would recommend this dash cam, or if you are not really familiar with the mirror type dash cams, if this is something that you might be interested in. Now, I'm not going to go into too many of the technical specs. Those are really easy to find online. If you're looking to purchase this dash cam, check out a link in the description if you'd like to purchase it. Now, I was really interested in reviewing one of these mirror dash cams. I thought it would be kind of a neat way to have a dash cam that's not super visible. After reviewing it and testing it out for a couple weeks here, I'm impressed with how well this dash cam is made. Everything is really easy to use. It works really well. It looks really nice. I'm just not sure if it's made for everybody, because some people I don't think will like exactly how it's meant to be used. And if you're like me, I thought it was definitely usable. I didn't have any problems using it or anything. I thought it was neat to use. I probably won't be running this dash cam in my car. I probably will take it down for one specific reason, which I'll get to a little bit later. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with a mirror dash cam, basically what this does is it goes over your mirror. You can also mount it on your dash if you'd like to. The only reason I don't think you should mount it on your dash is it's kind of bulky. If you want it just for a backup camera, it works really well as a backup camera. You can scroll down to see what's behind you, but I don't think it serves a huge purpose up on the dash. I mean, why would you have this big bulky camera here on the dash and only use it when you need to back up? If you have a backup camera in the head unit, like most cars do if they're OEM, you can use the head unit for other things while you're not backing up, and then when you put it in reverse, it pops up the reverse camera on your head unit, which makes sense, right? If this is on your dash, if you put it in reverse, it will pop up the reverse if you set it up to do that. You can link it in with the reverse light, so when you put your car in reverse, it does automatically show the back camera to see what's behind you, so that's good. But I don't think it would be very useful up on your dash if you're not using it all the time. It's just like, why would have it there? Now, if you do have it up on your rear view mirror, you can use the rear camera to project what's behind you, so it acts like a mirror. The only thing I will say is if you're using this as a rear view mirror, now when you look at a mirror, your eyes don't have to adjust for the distance because it reflects the light from way back behind you. So if you're looking way out in front of you, your eyes are adjusted to look far away. If you're looking into a real mirror, your eyes don't need to adjust to see what's behind you because what's in the mirror is really far away, so your eyes don't adjust. With the video screen here though, as the camera, if you look at this, your eyes have to adjust because they have to go and see what's up close because this is very close to you. And so your eyes don't get quite adjusted when you look at it right away. The other thing that is a little different is things are much smaller in the video screen than they are in a real mirror. And so it's a little bit harder to judge distances. And when cars are really far away, on here they're just a little tiny speck. When you look at through your real mirror, you can see them much better with much better detail. You can definitely use it as a rear view mirror. Make sure it's legal in your state first, because sometimes it's not okay to run without a rear view mirror. You need side mirrors and one up on the front. Some states it's legal to not have a center rear view mirror if you have two on the side. So just look at your laws and make sure that's okay for you to do as well. The one thing I will say is there are a few times where the video is better than a real mirror for seeing behind you, because I had like 15 bags of mulch in the back of my car. I couldn't see a thing out the back windows if I had a real mirror, but since I had the camera mounted on the back of the car, it didn't matter if I could see out the back window or not, because the camera was behind the mulch and it could see out the back of the car just fine. And so if I had a big load in the back, or if you constantly carry things around, or if you carry a trailer or something like that, it might be something that you're looking for so that you can see even when you can't see out the back windows. Installation was really simple. They have all the wires color coded, so you can't really mess it up at all. There's plenty of wire for you to run it to the back, mount it through up by the windshield so your wires are hidden and that sort of thing. Totally fine. It's a little bulky up here when it's covering the mirror. It's on here very steady though. The way that they allow to mount it up here is very good. Again, it is a little bit bulky though when you add it on top of your rear view mirror as is. again, that's not something you can really work around. If it was a thinner piece of equipment, it might be a little bit better. I'm not really too concerned about that. If you hide your wires really good, it makes the install look a lot better, and it's not like out of place or anything weird. It doesn't look clunky at all. The night vision is very cool. Again, this is not legal to use on the road, but if you're doing hunting or off-roading at night or something and you don't want to scare animals away, it's really cool for that. If you have really, really dark conditions, like you're really out in the bush, it doesn't do a super awesome job of lighting up the scenery. It definitely does enough where you can see where you're going and see what's going on around you for sure. But on like streets or things where there is some ambient light, it works a lot better. It is very good with dark lighting conditions too, and that's even better for driving at night as well. The box came with a whole lot of goodies. It came with a bunch of different mounting types. You can mount things on the windshield, on the dash if you'd like to. The rear camera can go outside the vehicle as well. And again, like I said, you can hook it up to the reverse lights. So when you put your car in reverse, it will automatically show the back screen on the camera. It's a really awesome piece of equipment. I think they just missed the boat on one thing. I wish they would have put a mirror surface on this. If they would have put a real mirror surface on it where the screen illuminates from behind it, so you can see the backup camera when you want to, and use the real mirror on the video when you want to see what's behind you when you're just driving down the road. I think that would have been super awesome combo to do. So if this would have had a mirror surface where the screen shows through it when you want it to, that would have been super awesome, and I would think this is the best thing ever. Another thing to note is that you have the rear camera inside the vehicle. Sometimes there's a reflection off the inside of the back window. For example, if you have groceries in the back of your car, you're hauling something, it will reflect off of that window and you'll see it. So it will block your view just slightly, like you can see in this video right here. And another thing to think about as well before you mount the rear camera is if it's raining, if you have the rear camera on the outside of the vehicle, it's not going to be performing very well when it's covered in water or rain from the road. So if you are using it as a rear view mirror, I would suggest not putting it on the outside of the vehicle. If it is on the inside of the vehicle, you can, if you have a rear wiper, if you put it behind the rear wiper, that way the rear wiper can clear the rain from your view. So that's kind of another thing you have to worry about, or think about at least, when you're mounting the rear camera.